had the chance to use the Lexar Workflow Go on the field. I made a mistake. I'll show you what it is, but I also discovered something really cool about it while using it on real weddings, real jobs, and in multiple different countries, France and Bali. Let me tell you what I think. Probably already heard about this on my channel. This is the Lexar Workflow Go. This is for on-location photographers specifically. You're gonna fall in love with this. I certainly did. It is a 2-hub station that allows you to back up your media without a laptop. Now that's huge because I travel all the time. I travel to France with this and Bali and to just regular weddings in the New York and New Jersey area. I'm able to grab my second photographer's photos right there at the wedding so there's no Dropbox and everything else later. Plus, I'm able to put my photos and video on a solid state drive so it's not just living on memory cards while I fly from country to country. It's on a very durable, very fast, solid state drive. And then when I get home, I don't have to copy all over again. I just take the same solid state drive and I put it right in the port here on my Lexar professional workflow right at home. It's the best. I mean, peace of mind, it's fast. Now, here's a mistake I made with it though. It is fast. These two ports are 10 gigabytes per second, USB-C 3.2 ports. Make sure that you use the USB cable that Lexar provides when you purchase the Lexar Workflow Go. That's how you offload fastest. I accidentally forgot that once and then had to use a random cord. Don't do that. That doesn't work out quite as well. But being able to back up on the spot, on location, maybe even in your car on the drive home from your job, and then not having to waste time doing it when you get home, gold. Total gold. Let me tell you a few more things about the Lexar Workflow Go. It is aluminum. It is aluminum, so it's really durable. It's light and certainly much smaller and lighter than carrying around your laptop. The detachable battery on the bottom here, now it is nice just to have the detachable battery and plug it in, but what's really nice about it is it can also charge your phone. Yep, that one saved me quite a few times, but you can also have it attached right there. It's magnetic. You can plug in multiple types of card readers. You've got everything from microSD, SD, CFexpress Type A, CFexpress Type B, all those different card readers. So no matter what equipment you use, you're going to be able to read your cards. And you can back up your phone media as well. So just plug it right in, use the Lexar app, which you have to use anyway in order to transfer from the card to the SSD drive, but you can also back up your phone media for peace of mind, maybe for work, whatever it is that you take photos of. I'm not gonna judge, it's fine. The battery lasts up to 4.5 hours, so it's certainly enough to copy on location, on the job, multiple times. I was able to take this to 2 different weddings that I photographed recently, grabbing my second shooter's files. I did it twice. I did it once while we were waiting for the ceremony to start, just halfway through the day, grabbed their cards, backed them up for peace of mind, and then at the end of the night, I grabbed the rest of their photos. Not that it was something that needed to be done because the photos really transferred very, very quickly. It was done in minutes. I mean, gigabytes upon gigabytes were done in minutes, and it was no problem at all. But it's just nice being able to back up right there, just in case, I don't know, a photographer falls in a fountain with their gear. You know what? I got half the day backed up. Then I took it with me to France, where I photographed in front of Mont Saint Michel, and I was able not only to back up my photos, but I had hired local videographers to capture BTS, and I grabbed all of their footage. I grabbed their drone footage, I grabbed their Canon footage, and had that all with me, so we weren't trying to transfer files internationally later. Super easy, backed up immediately, and then of course my second photographers as well as the video crew backed it up when they got home. Just backups upon backups. Made it really, really easy for me to sleep at night and to fly back home. I did the same thing in Bali. I do photo retreats. We were in Bali just a couple weeks ago, photographing a ton there, and I was able to back everything up just pure peace of mind. And then now that I got home, I'm just plugging it into my workflow hub here, the Lexar Professional Workflow Hub. There's another video on my channel if you want to know about that, but it just made it easier to back it up and work with it right away. Not to mention, these SSD drives are so super fast that I'm able to work off of them, just plug them right into my computer and edit my photos right off of them, which again is something that I personally need to do, traveling 150 days a year for this love of photography. So if you haven't already checked out the Lexar Workflow Go, I highly recommend you do it. It's easily the best piece of gear that I have had in a long time, and it's been a long time coming. And I do have to say, when I have made this video before, some people have compared this to the Gnarbox and thought, oh, well, the Gnarbox is cheaper because by the time you buy the SSD drive and the card reader, like, it's more. Okay, sure. For the record, I own 2 Gnarboxes, but the reason I own 2 is because they're not in business anymore and they dropped support. And yeah, the screen was in there and I didn't have to use my phone, but it also didn't work. And it was really, really slow. And then what did you have? I had 1 USB port. That's it. And that's how I would have to then dump it there. I couldn't work off that drive. The other thing was I had 1 card reader. It had 1 SD slot. That's it. I couldn't load in all the other cards that I work with, the CFexpress cards, the microSD cards, and then it just had the internal hard drive. So it wasn't an SSD drive that I could then plug into my workflow hub at home, and it wasn't an SSD drive that I could upgrade as the technology got better or get bigger drives or different drives. So I would always have to like back up and then offload, and it was slow and painful, and the battery charging sucked, and I certainly couldn't charge my phone battery off of it. I love the Gnarbox, but guys, this is so far superior. Comparing the two is laughable. I'm sorry, it's just laughable. There was one other solution, and I'm struggling to remember the brand name, but it doesn't matter because it didn't work either. In fact, I had gone to a conference once, and they were going to give them away at this conference, and all of them bricked, totally bricked. None of them worked. This is solid. This is Lexar. I've had Lexar products since, I don't know, my first digital camera. So this is a solid company, solid equipment. It's fast. It's better than anything else out there. You can put my name on it. You can put my stamp on it. I guarantee it. This is the best thing since sliced bread. Anyway, I got a link below. You can check it out. I hope you do. It's going to make your life so much easier when you are working on location and give you such peace of mind. Anyway, and not even when you're working on location, when you get back home too, or when you're traveling, editing. All the things. I love it. Anyway, my name is Vanessa Joy. By the way, I take photos, and I hope you stick around.